How's it going, everyone? This is me in the future. I realized that like when I after I played this, like, I didn't do a proper deck tech. So like I'm just gonna talk real quick about the deck for those who are new to my videos or haven't seen me build this deck. But essentially the core of this deck is of course with the usual BGX namespace with like 6 discard spells, Tarmogoyf, and then from there we have our interaction. We have 6 turn 1 removal spells for Ragavans. We have 3 Fatal Push, 3 Prismatic Ending, and then from there we have Urza Saga. And I think this is a card that I think mid-range decks needs right now. So something like Abzan, where it's like a really underpowered archetype. I think we need to lean harder on cards like Urza Saga that are just like inherently powerful. So from there we have the 3 Urza Saga targets: Springleaf Drum, Shadow Spear, and Spellbomb. And then from there we have a one of Kaya's Gals. I think it's just really good with all the breach in the meta. Burn is going to be it's good against burn. It just has a lot of versatility, so it's a good one of. And then from there we have 3 baubles to obviously tutor up with the Urza Saga package, but I also like it because it grows the Tarmogoyf. We have 11 fetches if I counter correctly, so being able to like bauble trick ourselves and just like increase our good draws. Being able to like filter through the bauble trick is something our deck kind of needs because it's just so underpowered. So over there, I think it's just a matter of adding Leyline Binding. So this is a card that is just a really good versatile removal spell. Leyline Binding has just been adding in a lot of decks like 4C Rhinos, Control, Creativity. This is just a really, really, really good removal spell. It's a catch-all. Like all these other lists I tried with Abzan where we have like 2 Vanishing Verse or like 1 Dam, it's like it's not enough. So like when someone slams like a Murktide, it's like we don't have that many outs to it. So just running 4 Leyline Binding, being able to catch all everything is really, really nice, especially with like instant speed. So you can like grab a Primeval tie-in. Like this is kind of clutch. So from there, it's just a matter of like figuring out the mana base. Like how do we add Urza Saga and Leyline Binding in one mana base, right? Like, this is just a code that was really, really difficult to crack. So what we did was obviously we have 11 fetches. We want as many fetch lands as possible. But from there, if you notice, all of the fetch lands fetch green. As you notice, there's no marsh flat, and there's a reason for that. So we have 4 Verdant Catacombs, 4 Winston Heath that are on color, and then we have 1 Misty Rainforest, 2 Wooded Foothills. And the reason for that is we have a off-color Catcher Triome. So all of our fetch lands can fetch this Catcher Triome. I've tried like 2 off-color Triomes, and it just did not feel good. I tried an Endother Triumph or a 3-color on-color Triumph, and this just felt the best. Just be able to fetch a land that can get all 3 colors if we don't interact on turn 1, and then we just have everything online is just fantastic. So this has what felt the best. I've tried every other combination. I've tried like adding some white fetches because in theory you want to go like turn 1 Gaulish Shrine into turn 2 Triumph, and then you can turn 2 Leyline Binding off 1 mana. But that didn't feel good at all because I feel like you can't fetch Overgrown Tomb that often. So in this specific, and if you have Marsh Flats, your Marsh Flats can't get your off-color Triumph. So I've tried all those combinations, and this is what felt the best. So in theory, like what you really want to do is you can lead on Gaulish Shrine because you can lead on Fatal Push or Prismatic Ending or Thoughtseize, and then like I said, like all your fetch lands can get this Triumph, off-color Triumph, and then you can Leyline Binding. That's kind of the on paper, kind of the classic curve out. Worst case scenario, if you go like Overgrown Tomb, like it's not that big of a deal if you don't Leyline Binding on turn 2 because you can just if you like. I feel like people are like, oh, like Leyline Binding needs to be 1 mana, and it's like it's okay casting Leyline Binding for 3. It's okay. It's still a 3 mana. Like we're casting Kaya's Guile like for 3 mana. Like it's okay. And if you end up being able to cast her for 1, that's like cherry on top. So like with Urza Saga, we have Elvish Reclaimer. I feel like there's a lot of Blood Moon in the meta, so like Reclaimer is just so clutch, being able to tutor up Saga as well as being able to play around Blood Moon. And then last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Dumb on Twitter. Nishoba Brawler looks like a card that is just a little too vanilla, but on paper, I think this deck just needs beaters. This deck needs to win the game. We have interaction, we have removal spells, we to end the game. This deck doesn't really try to grind. It can grind for the Reclaimers and Sagas, and then we have the Gigantha. But like this is like the perfect card as you see in this league, where it's like this just beats for 5 easy. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to get the Catcher Triumph on turn 2. You can curve out with like Overgrown Tomb or Gaulish Shrine or get basics or whatever, cast a Brawler. And then like our curve isn't that high. Like if we technically top out on 2, and that's like our 1 of Kai's Gao. So if we go like catch your charm on turn 3, we beat for 5 and we Leyline Binding for 1. Easy, right? Cyber wise, like I think Abzan, like I said, we need all the help that we can get. So Urza Saga is one of those cards, and I think we need a companion. I'm like pretty firm on that. So stuff like Dothie Voidwalker, Dam, Endurance, those cards I just feel like just aren't worth it compared to a Gigantha. Collective Brutality is just a card that I was just expecting a lot of burn. Damping Sphere, like I feel like Amulet is the hot topic of the last couple of weeks just because of the Microsynth Gardens. So having 2 Damping Sphere is a way to combat them. 3 Exorcists is really for hammer and creativity. 3 Moonlight is for creativity and Rhinos and Living End. Haremite's a good Saga target, as well as Pithing Nail and Saga Lantern. And then since there's a lot of breach, I have a 1 of Unlicensed Hearse. I could easily be a Soulgate Lantern or a second spell bomb on the board, but I want an Unlicensed Hearse as just a way to be a win condition. It's been really relevant, so I like this card. So that's the deck. If you have any questions, post it in the comment in the YouTube, or you can join the Discord and ask questions there, provide feedback. But this again, like I think the mana base is the toughest to crack, and this is where I think we figured it out. I've tried other, like I said, I've tried other combinations, and this has what felt the best. Even though on paper it's like there's a lot of green fetches, but this has again like what's felt the best so far. So enjoy, take care. Or I guess the person that's 2-0. I think also just like cutting that second Gaulish Shrine is just so bad for the deck. Because like the list that we played, like we had to cut the Gaulish Shrine. Oh, we're against Rhinos. Gross. So just having access to 1 Gaulish Shrine felt kind of awkward too. Pitch Subtlety. Okay, well. Okay. 1 Rhino down. We're gonna go to like 13 off this. I don't want them to just brazen bar my brawler. I feel like that's just not good. I don't know if they main deck Blood Moon. I guess we'll see when they fetch here. I'll go try them here. Tarmogoyf is a decent draw. Maybe I should have played the Brawler first. It technically beats faster. I think I'll get... Should I play out the Spellbomb right now? Guess it doesn't hurt. Okay, so they don't have Blood Moon. Hand is Otawara, Force Unknown. Damn it. Hand is Otawara, Force Unknown. I'll push it now so there's no force. This card they drew. Okay. Saga is a good draw. I just love how aggressive we can be here. Can we... We can't make this wave bigger. They Otawara here. They don't Otawara. So let's crack here. See if what we draw. It's not what we wanted. Okay. This card that they drew. Everything going to plan according to plan for once. Yeah, I mean this. Like I said, like I feel like I haven't made a peep about the mana base, right? Like I think that's the thing. Thoughtseize. Thinking about forcing here, but if they force, then that means they can't block. Oh, they drew Rhinos. Oh, that's okay. That could have been a lot worse, actually. Brawler. Man, look at these brawlers, huh? Aren't these brawlers looking great? As a top tick of fear, I'm gonna be very sad, but so we'll go make a construct. They could Otawara here, which would be annoying, but oh, they're just deading, sure. So they can still Otawara and step here. So make a construct. Force them to use the Otawara here. I'm not gonna crack this bauble yet. I definitely want to make this into a 4/4. I don't think the Thoughtseize provides any value here right now. Because if they're gonna bounce it, they're gonna bounce it. If they're gonna Rhinos, they're gonna cast a response. I don't see any value in it. Yeah, I don't see any value. They could fire here. Oh. What is in their hands? Just land? Let's go. We had the binding too. Let's go. It's crazy when you just have an actual functional mana base that your lives become a lot better. Just just it's kind of crazy, just crazy what a functional mana base does for your life. These brawlers too. Holy cow. It's just been very impressive. None of my decks has a functional mana base. I think it's just one of those things where like when you try and you build a mana base and like it works, and then you try something else to think it's an improvement and it's like not, you're like, dude, what is happening? What is happening? Cordy the Frog, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You just cut all the baubles? I don't think I hate cutting just all the baubles. Maybe we leave one. Go like that. Like, pending is just awkward because, like, it attacks Moon, but so does Prismatic Ending. But then, like, you need the instant speed. I'm gonna be greedy, and I'm gonna keep this hand. Land. Land. I think I take this Fire Ice here, actually. Land off the top. Land. Fucking A. Oh god, they drew Blood Moon? Fuck me. Fuck me. It's a lot of Rhinos. Leyline Binding one time. Leyline Binding one time. Leyline Binding one time. Leyline didn't work, Maka. It didn't work. It didn't work. Did not work. Jesus. They have a BCG. You know what would be good if we just drew a third land. That'd be really good here. I'm like, you're gonna Brazen Borrow my E right now? Just let it happen, dude. Just let it happen. Just take it. Just let it happen. Just let me destroy all your Rhinos. Nice. They have a Fury, they have a Fury. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Thanks for the raid, buddy. How's your stream? Hope it went well. Land. Okay. Land. Land. Fuck. I think I have the Inquisition here. I don't think I can let them Rhinos. Ended on the nice little Fio trophy of the merchant. Nice. What did I say? What did I tell you to do? I told you to play something else. I think I'd get a little bit of a percentage of that cut. Land. White source. For the love of mercy. Please. Oh. Fuck, they had they just had everything. Got it. Dude, what the hell is happening? Oh my god. That's so frustrating. We can't have a match where we don't either only draw lands or only draw spells, huh? It's just not possible. That's just not possible. The good news is we can stem the bleeding here. We can't exactly answer this Brazen Borrower yet, but oh my goodness gracious. It would have been nice to Hollow Moonlight these Rhinos, though. That would have been really good. Been really good. Aggressive. Aggressive. Do they have Fury? No Fury. Time to race, y'all. So especially because we can't fucking draw any lands this game. The Springleaf Drum is like carrying. Absolutely carrying right now. What is the point of doing? Okay. So if they have an ice or a bounce spell, we lose. Because we couldn't fucking turn anything on. It would have been nice to be able to cast these Hollow Moonlights, you know, in this game. That makes me sad. Turn 9. Oh, we were just destined to never win that game. I understand now. Oh, God damn it. We're just destined to never win that game. Understand. I'm going to play around Blood Moon here. Yeah, if that Saga was a white land, the game would be a lot different for sure. Nostalgia. It would be a lot different. Okay, there's this benefit falls. If they have a Fury, they have a Fury. Like, I don't think we can play around Fury here. There's an argument to, like, sandbag this till next turn to play, like, around fire, but... It looks like they have Fury. Oh my god, they don't have Fury. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm in utter shock right now. Yeah, maybe I should have sandbagged it. God damn it. 3. Yeah, maybe it was better to sandbag it, just to play around it. That was just me being careless, I guess. I just hope their hand is just full of Blood Moons. I couldn't sack a land of response. It was summoning sick. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Oh, they did. Yeah, you're right. I could have done that. I am sorry. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So no violent outburst, I guess. Yeah, I definitely played that a little weird. All right, Elk. You do your thing. Damn it. Okay. Wow. I definitely missed that. I definitely did not deserve to win that game. Definitely not deserve to win that game. Oh, it's so cute. Look at this thing. Oh man, that other elk in the back, that female one, is totally mooning you. It's just totally just asking you to mount it. That's so cool. Is it a little baby one? Its horns aren't that big. Definitely looks like a baby little elk. This is where Gigantha started, and then and then it beat Rhinos. Start from the bottom. Now we're here beating up Rhinos. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a baby. Definitely looks like a baby, for sure. Okos elk. No, it's Gigantha. That was Gigantha before it became a 5/5. That was Gigantha when it was just a little 2/2. See, like, see the little, look, the elk dudes right here? That's what Gigantha was before. Opponent rolling a 4. Jesus Christ, what are they playing? Opponent is tilting off. Wow, the texture of the fur on Gigantha is actually kind of like the wet fur on mine. Yeah, exactly. See? It's the same thing. See the little thing in the front? Like, in that little, like, chest area? I'm telling you, this is Gigantha before Gigantha was a 5/5. I'm telling you. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Gigantha has to have an origin story. Uh-oh. This is not good. We need a prismatic ending now. Prismatic ending now. Okay, that's unfortunate. Another reclaimer. I'm gonna upkeep on their turn. Um, Fetch a Gala Shrine. Thanks, Baka. Take it easy, buddy. Because I don't want another Reclaimer. But I want to be able to trigger a Revolt on their turn. That's why I'm doing this line. Another Leyline Binding. Interesting. Okay. So they have another Amulet of Vigor coming into play. It is not your elk. It is technically your elk. Technically. What, since you own the photograph of it, technically. Okay. So I can go Springleaf Drum, Prismatic Ending, Amulet of Vigor. So if I go Saga, Springleaf Drum, Prismatic Ending, Hold Up. So I can go. I could actually remove the whole board if I wanted to. So I can go Springleaf Drum. I could Leyline Binding the Zusa and the Prismatic Ending the Amulet. We know they have Simic Growth Chamber. Yeah, so Leyline Binding the Zusa. Prismatic Ending the Amulet. They have nothing. Beseiju. Alright, so now they can go Simic Growth Chamber. Oh my god, they drew the Amulet? Jesus Christ. So they bounce Beseju. Oh my goodness gracious. So we get 1 mana Binding here still. It's just annoying that they still have double Amulet. I guess I could Beseju the Leyline with Urza in it. So I get priority. Fatal Push off the top. Thoughtseize isn't bad. I don't think I'll get a Saga this turn. I think I'll attack. Two-turn clock. Okay. Cool. Oh, we have to push too. Cool. Okay, we got really lucky there. We really lucky. 2 Dabbing Spheres. Haywire Might. Having better luck this time? Yeah, we definitely needed it. I think we can borrow the Spell Bomb. These look fine. Kaya's God can come out. I can see like X number of explosives coming in if this is like the Mycosynth Garden version. Like I think we can borrow like maybe 1 or 2 copies. So something like this. Maybe like Trimmer Reclaimer. I appreciate it, Ho, for asking it. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably call it after this match. Fiance just got home, so probably get some food. But like I said, this manabase feels so much better. It's not even funny. I think we can do better, especially without a white source. This is fine. Bottom spinning drum. Yeah, this is where like explosives is better, right? So I'll go call this. What am I doing? For some reason I thought I had a prismatic ending in my hand. I'm like going crazy here. Oh man, what am I doing here? I just like spaced out. Oh my goodness. This is actually kind of crazy. Well, there's a prismatic ending. Like I just knew it was on top of the deck, right? Like that's just what that was just obvious. I mean, we've been dating for like 12 years. We're gonna get married on our 13th anniversary, so we were like best friends in high school. That's why. So like, yeah, it's been a while. So I mean, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to answer that question because it's like I knew her, so it's like it's kind of cool. So as long as they don't have if they have a bounce down, they're kind of fucked. Oh, oh my god, we boarded in two explosives, right? Oh, so ironically, we're good at prismatic ending a seal of primordial. Oh, and I know they can just destroy it, huh? Oh, we need a. We need those explosives. Damn. Wow. Damn. These are all natural. Well, I guess two not naturally drawn. One was. Um. I mean, it's not like every relationship is just a walk on the park. It's also just it's a lot of work too, right? So nice play. So I think it's just one of those things where like if both parties are willing to put the work into it, then that's and there's obviously there's deal breakers and stuff, right? Like if there's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker, and that's just everyone's deal breakers are different than others, right? Like if you're religious, like are you okay with your same brother's not religious, right? So that's an example. Like if you want kids, as you're never they're not want kids. Like both of us don't want kids, so it's. But like we get along, and I think like the pandemic really was a big test for us because like we literally like did not have any issues during the pandemic, which I think is a huge sign for us. Like I think a lot of people actually like broke up during the pandemic because I feel like they couldn't like stand each other, but like we didn't have that problem. I don't know if I want a third explosive. I feel like that's loose, but the way that game went, let's try three explosives here. Let's try it. Seal of Primordium. Oh, we're gonna take a name in it. Yeah, I think the number one thing is knowing you need to know what you want first before you ask your significant other what they want, right? Do I want that to seal my brawler? That'd be so bad. If that's a turn two play, like, do I care? I don't think I play my Haywire on my anyway. Like, forces them to seal me? Is that big of a deal? Seal my Saga. Sorry, seal my Saga. I think I'm gonna do it. Like, we're on the front foot at this point. Alright, can I convince them to steal a primary on my Haywire Mine? That's the real question. Sure. Hand is Beseiju, Seal to Unknown. Hand is Beseiju, Seal Primordium. Okay. Thanks, so appreciate it. I like that crooked number on the left of the scoreboard. Like the 1. I think I attack with Reclaimer plus Brawler. Play Damping Spear. These Brawlers are impressive. Okay. So they have the anti-hate here, but like Shadow Spear off the top wins the game. They play the Beseiju. Light bolt damage. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So with this line, they have to seal my Haywire Might? Okay. One short. Um, they have Summoner's Pact. They have to pay for Pact here, though. Oh, they didn't cast it yet. So I think I just play Explosives here on one. One, two. Their hand is Summoner's Pact Unknown. They can cast Primeval Titan, but then we just go wide. If they go Dryad, they need Dryad plus Valakut plus another land. So if they have Amulet, Amulet doesn't do anything. So do I just EE for 3 here? Because if they go Amulet, they still need to kill the Damping Sphere. So if they destroy the Damping Sphere, let's say with Beseiju. 1, 2, 3, 4. If their hand is Beseiju, Bounce Land, Amulet, right? Or Seal. 2 mana, destroy Damping Sphere. Amulet. Bounce Land's only 5 mana? No. If they go destroy... Oh, they just conceded. All that thought process, I think I need to put this on 3. That's an interesting spot. So when our mana base works properly, we actually win the match. Okay, so we're on the draw here. I was watching some of the Pro Tour coverage too. Definitely vibe in there. Glad that's back. Misty. Breeding pool. This looks like Rhinos. Just suspend footfalls. No. It is not footfalls. Temple Garden. I don't want a Temple Garden. So... Oh, Gala Shrine here. Shuffle the land away, got a land. Beseiju Breeding Pool, interesting. Could be Infect, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Brawler. Oh, I should use the foothills. Next turn we can go Reclaimer, Triome, Push. Okay, so it looks like they have a protection spell. We just keep drawing lands. It's fine. Alright. Is this a scale up or Might of Grossa? Sure. How many protection spells do you have? We'll take the 6 here. It went for it, and they got fucked. Yeah, so the MTG bot is not smart enough, so I think I'll have to do this manually. I'll keep the MTG bot for now just because it's good at keeping track of like game 1 or game 2. But oops. Crap. Oh, I locked it. That's why. There you go. Just so like it's not misconception. How's it going, Nostalgia again? Okay, at least we have white removal to counter Veil of Summer, yeah. For sure. We also saw sweepers with explosives. This doesn't do anything. Brutality seems good, so we can borrow out the spell bomb. Kai's Guile's a little loose. Lose hexproof. How's it going, Mark? I watched most of it today while I was working. I think it's like the last round, and I wanted to start streaming before. This is literally hexproof, right? Oh. It doesn't give... This is not the same as hexproof. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. That sucks. I could see Pithy Needle coming in just to name Inkmoth Nexus. Like, this will be a maybe pile. I can see, like, trimming a Reclaimer and, like, 2 baubles. Do I want a bauble or a Pithing Needle? Don't hate Pithing Needle here. I think this is fine. They get white, red, protection, 2/2 first strike, infect, post board. Oh, Mirroring Crusader? I don't... Oh, are you talking about, not Mirroring Crusader, the opposite one, Phyrexian Crusader. But we didn't see black, right? We just saw blue and green. So this will be interesting if I should get a Triome here or just go Overgrown too. I might go Overgrown too. Oops. Cast Thoughtseize. Because Great Sing interfere, and I hope everyone goes back to that. Yeah, I saw David Ingles was playing it, which is kind of cool. Ooze is hungry. That's a good way to put it. Ooze is hungry. Does it seem better to remove the creatures on our turn since their protection will also pump? I think it just depends. I think it's better to let them attack, and then we just ambush them. Is Arian to like just pop this now and attack for 2? I've just learned from my experience of playing against Infect so much. Like, I think I found it's just better just to take that first initial Infect hit and then just try to kill their creature at the end of their turn, because they may go all in as like they did. Oh crap, I forgot about this interaction. I totally forgot about this interaction. I should have popped this on my turn. I totally forgot about that. I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game. Fatal Push. I'm so lucky. I think I'll duress them. I'm so bad at this game. Almost don't want to play Pioneer again until Faber and Karnga if they ever go. Those games are so dumb watching in paper. I agree. I agree. Did you draw the protection spell? Clutch. Two mana. Besage you. Thanks for turning on my white mana. Never get punished. Yeah, that's the goal, huh? Looks like they got a pump spell. They're gonna protect it. No protection. All right, you got lethal next turn. Shota Yasaoka. I didn't look at his deck list. I wasn't paying too much attention to it. I know he had to like one of the Rakdos players added Mutavault, which is interesting. I think we just attack first. Do they have like Dismember? Oh, gain 2? That's funny. Wow, we really needed another fetch land to get this lethal. Opponent needs Raw Priest plus pump, yeah. If this is, yeah, cool. Got lucky there. 3-0 in this league. 3-0 in this league. So let me put this like that. I don't know how to make this look prettier. I don't want people to get confused because I want to keep the like if I'm up a game or down a game there, but I don't want the record to be confusing. Maybe just leave it there for now. I think that's fine. For the people watching on YouTube, it'll be there, but people watching live, I think it's gonna be a little confusing, but it's no big deal. Do you have his deck list, Mark? I'd be interested to see how they adapt. But I just feel like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you know, Rakdos is really good against Greasefang because of all the removal. And I feel like that's just a very bad stereotype. And you're well aware too, Mark, where it's like Rakdos does not have a good matchup against Greasefang. Like it's like, oh yeah, they have Fatal Push. And it's like Fatal Push doesn't consistently kill Greasefang unless you have curve um oh my god. The 2-drop that makes the blood token. So it's like I was listening to that one because I was like doing a bunch of shit today, and I'm like, dude, like Greasefang is like probably at least slightly favored. It's like, oh yeah, they have Fatal Push, they have Bone Crusher Giant. It's like, yeah, Bone Crusher Giant doesn't kill Greasefang. I don't understand. Like not in the way you want it to. I think this is a mulligan. We're on the draw. Glissa destroys black, right? Yeah, it's one of those things where like I went through like a thing where it's like, oh, I kind of want to. I obviously want to try the Glissa in Pioneer, right? But just like the meta is just so like I feel like I would just be so bored, and I feel like that would just not be good content when I'm just like not enjoying playing the game. I think this is a mulligan. Sand is arguably worse. We're on the draw. I think I bought on the Reclaimer here. How's it going, Dogfish? Thanks, buddy. English builder Grease Ring doesn't. Oh man, we're against Amulet. Fuck me. Okay. Played against Amulet earlier, or earlier in the league, so we played against it yesterday. So they're gonna draw Zusa. Oh. Okay, well, it's good to know that they're gonna draw an Azusa here, because otherwise I might have potentially taken that Azusa. So, cool. It runs the whatchamacallit, the because this runs the one that connives, of course, but I think that's pretty stock, right? So, getting ready for Vandication to our head to Carlsbad, Cali for the weekend. Toss some magic olive. Nice. I'm glad I'm on in the background. I'm glad I am the choice. I don't know where Carlsbad, California is, though. How far is it from me? Oh, in SoCal. That's above San Diego. It's between San Diego and the LA area. So we just hope that they never draw a Titan or a bounce land. Is that reasonable? I think it's better to me for me just play. I wish I drew a land here, because that could have like Fatal Push Brawler. Just get the maximum damage in. Oh, then we need him. They don't even. All right, don't draw lands. They draw Balance Land plus Titan. We're dead anyway, so. Okay. Oh, are we just dead? I don't think Thoughtseize would have helped if they had. I guess if they had the Expedition map, but. They had double losers. I don't think we could have. I think we needed to play the clock here. $7-9. Yeah, I'll just make him do it. I can see that too, nostalgia, but I feel like vehicles aren't like a standard, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like vehicles isn't like something that's gonna be in like every set, but I feel like equipment is something that could be. But I feel like they're still making like equipment though, so I think it's a big of a deal. My bro-in-law moved there. I've only been to Napa second before on past trips. So you go into like you went to like the middle of nowhere in NorCal, and then you go to the middle of nowhere in SoCal. Like you could have gone to like LA or SD, or you could have gone to like SF or San Jose, but you opted to go to middle of nowhere in Sacramento. I feel like you're getting the misinterpreted version of California. Funny how this never got banned. Just blows my mind. Yeah. It's one of those things where like this is the type of deck that just like survived all of the other bans. Like this deck was very good during Hodak, very good versus. Oh, we can't even Leyline Binding here. We're kind of just dead. this deck was good again in Eldrazi Winter. Like this deck was just good in general. So I agree with you. It's like Tron too. Like Tron also like won the SCG during Hogak, which is kind of wild too, right? So I'm glad I brought packing 2 Damping Spears for this. So last time I boarded in like all of the engineer explosives. Like I wonder if I still do that here. Spellbomb comes out, the Guile can come out. I can see all of the baubles coming out. Maybe Tremor Reclaimer. I think it's pretty clean. I'm a middle of nowhere kind of guy. I mean, like I live in San Jose, and like I will tell you right now, like don't go to San Francisco. San Francisco is a fucking shithole. Like I hate San Francisco with a passion, and I work like 10 minutes south from there. Not 10 minutes. It's like 10 minutes without traffic, and then like 40 minutes with traffic, and that should give you enough information of how shitty San Francisco is. Okay. Titan has a lot of cards on the ban list connected to it, like Green Sun Zenith, Summer Bloom. What else is on the ban list that's connected to it? Feel the Dead. Once Upon a Time. So that's 4, right? Alright. Threat. 2-drop threat. 2-drop threat. 2-drop threat. Brawler or Terminal. We have 8 copies. 8 copies. You couldn't pay me to go to California. All saying there was my beard and cold. Is it as bad as I say? I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah. What do you mean? But sorry, I don't really understand your question mark. Yeah, once the time feel that at Green Sun Zenith Summer Balance 4 cards. Time to introduce Wasteland. I don't know about that. I wonder if the Inquisition here to take the Summers pack to stop their Dryad shenanigans. I think I have to. No, they have the Dryad. Like literal shit on streets. I heard Cali's banned. I haven't been in forever. Yeah. If you're talking about San Francisco, I hate San Francisco. San Francisco is just a shithole. Uh, so there it is. Rot Farm, Titan, Unknown. bounce Besiju. That's pretty good. I wish I drew Damn Big Spirit. That'd be so good. We just auto win. I think I guess I don't have to cast Thoughtseize here. Guess I don't have to cast Thoughtseize. Guess I'll get Spring Leech either way. Okay. Hand does nothing. I feel like major cities across the US have some sort of taken hit in the past decade, yeah. That's fair. Besiju. Well, that's annoying that our construct cannot attack through a grazer. That's annoying. And I don't think it's worth prismatic ending a grazer. What do you think of 5 cards in Mara that do too much? Ragavan. Ragavan's number 1. Underworld Breach. Karn, I guess. So we know most of the hand. They have the Besiju. I'm gonna go Reclaimer here. Red and 6 is definitely the one for sure. Okay. So if they don't get basic forest and they don't bounce Besiju, so the hand is Gruul Turf, Tiller West. Dead Mixper does hit Nykthos. Eight, 10, 11. So unless they have another Besiju in hand, they lose. Like, they can't pay. They need a Besiju in hand. Brainstorm needs to be banned Legacy ASAP. I think that's just been a try and through thing. And that's the thing I feel like WotC does is I feel like they like have these pillars of the format, and I think that just skews what cards that should be banned. Like I feel like Nykthos and Treasure Cruise are pillars of the format of Pioneer, and I think those cards are actively ruining that format. When Ren 6 gets axed, I'm gonna jam a Smallpox, that's for sure. Yeah, I think Ren 6 just... I think Ren and 6 gatekeeps a lot of cards in the format. Mana Dorks, Ponza kind of style decks are just like two of the main ones. And then just stuff like Infect, like... I know Scale is kind of already like took over Affinity, but like Ren 6 just fucks Affinity, it fucks Elves. Like Ren 6 just like gatekeeps a lot of stuff, like all the creature combo decks. Like ever since Ren 6 got printed, like all the devoted druid decks are just like almost unplayable. Like now they got Tyvar, so it's a little bit better, but like even stuff like Heliod is just like worse too. Like there's so many decks that Ren 6 just like invalidates. Like people were complaining about like Prismatic ending, shutting off Aether Vial, but like I don't think Prismatic ending is as detrimental to creature decks as Ren 6 is. Like being able to destroy Aether Vial isn't as big of a deal as just being able to like kill 2 X1 creatures without wasting any more resources. Fucks my Noble Hierarch, exactly. Like the moment Ren 6 gets banned, like you should just buy all the Mana Dorks. Like Noble Hierarch and Ignoble Hierarch are gonna be very, very good. But I don't know if they'll ever ban Ren 6. Like they banned it in Legacy, which is correct with Wasteland. But like I feel like Ren 6 also enables a lot of shitty decks too. Like creativity, like all the 4 color elemental decks, like Ren 6 just carries in those matchups. And I feel like it's just like those decks shouldn't need help. Like Modern is at its worst when those decks are like powerful. Yeah, that's a very good point, Nostalgia. It's a very good point. Very good point. Should I try to get him with this? I could try to get him with this. The thing is, like, they would never cast the Summoner's Pact. I think I would take the Summoner's Pact. They'll go Route Farm, Bounce, Saga. I think we have to play it safe here. They drew the Beseju. Jesus Christ. That's so good. So good. Oh, I think we have to play the Dipping Spear. They have no green mana, technically. Oh, I guess they do. They can do this. Never mind. Um. So next turn they can go bounce land, rot farm, Beseiju the damping spear. I think we can just make the body. Elemental Slayer spotted. Yeah, I think I kind of want to make the body here. They're gonna be able to Beseiju my damping spear anyway. Probably get Pithing Needle, get Teleria West. Okay. Guess I'll get Catcher Triumph. Hand is Azusa, Sunhome Unknown. All hope is lost when this chat is in favor of elemental players. Not wrong. E on 1 and blow it up, that's a line too. I just feel like Amulet isn't that threatening this turn. Like, we could always E on 1 next turn, is my thought process. They just naturally drew the Beseiju, which is disgusting. Fatal Push. I could get Haywire Mite. Oh, did I not board in Pithing Needle? I did not board in Pithing Needle. I'm an idiot. I am not good at this game. Could get Shadow Spear. I could get Haywire Mite as just an insurance policy. Do I hate Haywire Mite as an insurance policy in case they draw Saga? I don't think so. I think I just get Haywire Mite. Don't really need the mana from Drum. Don't think I need Shadow Spear. It does trample, but like, whatever. I think I get Haywire Mite. I think I'm gonna get a Triumph here. Just like if I want to put Gigantha in hand, I can hold a Gigantha in hand, have mana for either Leyline Binding or a Wilted Fatal Push. Oh my god, we beat Amulet twice. Oh my god. Oh my god, we gets Kaya. Kaya's the end boss, huh? Alright, it's a good hand. I wonder what they're on. Oh joy! Oh joy. Those aren't good to get Temple Garden here. So Chalice. Yeah, those are. Maybe I should have gotten Temple Garden. I think our life total will matter. Go upkeep. Warping. Warping Whale. Warping Whale. Is Karn here? Looks like Karn. Or TKS, sure. Technically, I don't have a way to make these Goys big yet. Which is kind of annoying. You can't just bash through. If we draw Fatal Push. They took They took Reclaimer. Which is weird because they have a Chalice on one. Okay. Land, sorcery, artifact. I'm bashing. Get countered. Have exactly lethal. Do you believe? Do you believe? We'll go 2 dead big spear, a needle, a mite. Probably worth the Kai's Guile. Edict effect isn't that great. Brought the spell bomb. Maybe Trimmer Reclaimer and Trim Bauble. Okay. His hand solid. Opponent also kept 7. Are you gonna have to fetch turn 1, turn 2 anyway? So I think I'm just gonna target them. And then prismatic into their map. Whopping whale. Whopping whale. Do I go Temple Garden here? It's so awkward. I think I actually go Temple Garden here. So in case I draw Saga, I can go Tarmogoyf. Because Saga would be the best draw. They drew Saga. I think it's better to deploy my threat than it is to cast Epic Spear. Sure. Yeah. Which one do you want? Take. I could just push now. I could also just get a non-triome and then push this and get a brawler down, but I think that's not as good. I think I can just go get Triome, Reclaimer, and push the Thought Seer. So the next turn I can go Brawler plus Spear. Erasing. Erasing. Sucks. Make sure to cast the Brawler first, because Debbie Spear will tax you too. Don't think they'll block here. Take the Ballista. We need a Leyline Binding here. Leyline Binding one time. Haywire Might. Does that do anything? If I make a construct, well, I go to 6. I guess I should sack this now, so that they don't get a card draw out of it. And then I could take this initial hit. Yeah. I think I do it now. Oh my god, they drew Karn. Map. Okay. Go to 1. Leyline Binding one time, please. Leyline Binding one time. So if I go Pithing Needle, name Expedition Map, they can just minus, get something else. If I name Karn, they go map, sack it, get a mine that's 3 mana, and then they can level her next turn. I think we're dead either way. We really needed a Leyline Binding here. Really, really, really needed a Leyline Binding. We still got game 3, but it's rough. Sure. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Thoughtseize for a leveler or dipping spear. Leyline Binding, where are you? Leyline Binding, where are you? Leyline Binding. Too slow. Okay. On the play. Where are you? I need you. Don't think we're going to change anything. Put Morgan to 3. Pithing Needle. Interesting. Good name expedition map with this. Karn. No land. Thoughtseize. Sure. Haywire might probably. They could have all as dust. That's what I'm kind of scared of. They could have all as dust, right? Yeah, I think I just let this go. Oh my god. All this just does is that it goes to the con structure, right? And they could go land plus Oblivion Stone, but I don't think they run Oblivion Stone, right? If they go Dismember, they can't have an out. I think I just pass. Let's fucking go, baby! 5-0 trophy! Woohoo! Let's go! Oh, yes. Oh my god, my heart. My fucking old man heart, man. Oh my god. Flying Finn, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Abzan confirmed OP. Pay us. Pay us. What a end boss, huh? Zulatin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All the believers, man. All of the believers. It was worth it staying awake, yeah. You know, I didn't want to make this a big deal, but it was my birthday yesterday. So, thank you, Magic Gods, for the birthday gift for this 5-0. Thank you, Magic Gods. Appreciate it. Thank you. Siege Rhino, thank you. All the Abzan gods, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll have to post this on Twitter later. I do want to say though that all the matchups this league were bad. It was Elementals. What was their second match? Let me save this photo and I'll Photoshop it later. I don't know how people do it. I just Photoshop it. So let's go. Nishoba, thank you. Thank the Nishoba gods. Thank you, King. Thank you, King.